All right, let's create our web application using the prompts that we have generated for this, right? So, but before we create the web application, let me quickly give you a breakdown of how a web application works. So, a web application is a combination of majorly in a simple in its simplest form is a combination of two components. Now, the first component is the UI, that's the user interface. That is what users they are going to right they are going to engage with. But what the functionalities and the things that they are going to see when they are engaging with the UI, like the result they are going to get, is connected to what we call the database or the backend system, right? This is the backend system that feeds the front end with the informations that the user needs. For example, if a user registered on the front end, right? If the user registered, this will go to the back end, and when it goes to the back end, it is stored there. And whenever a user comes back, the information will be fed back to the UI, so the user can actually have access to the what's it called to the application, right? Now, this UI, this backend also have many other functionalities. Like, for example, if your app is to create a platform where user can actually generate advertisement copy. Now, this backend also will connect to other API services, right? It's connect to other API services like OpenAI, ChatGPT, and stuff like that, and some other functionalities to give the user their requests in the front end, right? Or you can create your own from scratch using Express, right? So you can create that also, but this is all for the complex, uh, what's it called, for the experts when it comes to building web applications. But most of the time, if you are building simple web apps, all you need to do is connect to API services to give your user the experience that they need. So that's how, in the simplest form, that's how a web application works. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be using this exact prompt, right? These prompts, we are going to be using it to create the front end, like we discussed here. We're going to be using it to create a front end here. So now we have an application that's going to do the functions of this backend, so that you won't have to learn the you don't have to have a deep understanding of how the backend functionality works when it comes to web application. So this app makes it easy. So like I said, we are building a simple web applications that we can easily create and sell as quickly as possible, right? So let's go back. Now we are going to be using this prompt. So all you have to do when you are ready to start your design is go ahead and copy your prompt, right? When you go ahead and copy your prompts, we are going to be using, like in the I think in the previous video I showed you two different platform. I think in the introduction I showed you two different platforms that you can use to create these simple web applications, right? So in the two different applications, the first one, which is both.new, and the second, which is Lovable.dev, we are going to be using this Lovable.dev to build this particular web application. So all I have to do is just copy the prompts and paste it here, right? But before we paste it here, let me show you something. If you, let's say you want to build a note-taking app, so what you need to do is just say, create a fully functional note-taking app that is modern and very intuitive, right? Make it responsive in all screens and make sure the user can copy or no can also use AI to expand their what's it called their their notes if needed, right? So we can also add, if you want it to build both the landing page, the user registration page, and the dashboard, right? But I don't want us to do that so that we won't go through a longer process of setting up the database and stuff like that. So if you want to create a simple app, you can just go ahead and do this, and it will think about actually think about your idea, and will actually go ahead and create it for you. So let's see what it's going to create as an example. Okay, so Lovable.dev is ready. It has created all the code. It said, I've created a modern intuitive note-taking app with AI capabilities. User can create, edit, and delete notes, search through them, and use AI to expand their notes with additional insights. If there is knowledge, context, or custom instruction you want to include in every edit in this project, set it below. If your project requires backend functionality, you can use this for it, and so on. So you can just add whatever information you want to add in the form here. But as you can see, enterprise AI for a feature. So this is the simple note taking apps. You can even search the notes. So if you are ready to take a note, you'll just click on this new note, write your notes topic, and then you can write about your note here, right? And then you can click on create notes, and you can see it's here. Very simple application. Then you can say expand with AI, right? But of course, if I want to add more for the AI functionalities, I will actually plan out this app. This is a beautiful app. We might even end up building this app later in the later course, right? So this is the app. So in case you want to add a landing page, you want to add a login page, and you want to store user information, so you can just come here and said add a beautiful landing page. Now, if you said add a beautiful landing page, using the tutorial I gave the last time, actually all you have to do is just find a note-taking website that you love to design, or any landing page that you love to design that you want to use as the front end, as the landing page of your note-taking what's it called note-taking application, and then add a beautiful landing page. You just say using these UI components, right? So when you say add a beautiful landing page using this UI component, then all you have to do is just copy and paste the UI component that ChatGPT will give you based on the prompts that I showed you and the strategy that I showed you last time. So you pack everything and you put it here, and it's going to create that landing page for you. And then you can also tell it to build a sign up form and every other thing, and so on and so forth. But we are not going to be doing that because that's not what we want to do, right? I just want to show you this and let you see what you can do with this app. It's very easy, very beautiful. For here, you can enter your API key for AI features, right? But of course, if I want to be building this app, I'm not going to be, giving them the opportunity to enter their API keys. I'll be using mine, and then all they have to do is just focus on what's called focus on this particular app. So that's that about that. So let's go back again to the home. Go to the dashboard, right? Now, like I said, we are going to be building the app that we actually came here to design. And if you come up here, you see that we've copied the prompt already. And then all you have to do is come back to Lovable.dev and paste the prompt there. Like I said, if you check this, you see ensure you execute all instructions in this prompt to the letter. Now I had to put it there so that there will be nothing left untouched. So when you're done, all you have to do is click on send, right? And it will go ahead and create the app for us. So let's see what it's going to create for us. All right, so the app is ready. As you can see here, it says I'll create a build icon writing landing page for the build and profit calls. Let's break this down. So it went ahead to actually uh, design all the instructions that we gave to it, and when it was done, I noticed it said an error, so I told it to fix it, and it did, and it ended up fixing it itself. So let's go ahead and check the app, the landing page that it's built for our app. So this is the heading, and this is the logo, the heading. Learn to build and monetize simple web application apps in 1 hour. Create simple web apps and monetize them with AI, Nopody, and stuff. And this is the button. We're going to get back to this button. So let's come down. So this is the placeholder video. Okay, I asked it to add what's it called, confetti effects, and it indeed added it, right? So the next thing is this three features, and then it has this button. Then we have the frequently asked questions that has been added in the prompt, right? And then the footer, right? So these are the parts of the landing page that we want to build, right? So If you go back to the prompts here, I need to show you something here. So if you go back to the prompts, you notice something here in the form area. Okay, the first thing that you need to notice is that we ask it to also create an upsell page structure where after they've clicked the button, finish all the forms, it will take them to an upsell page, right? Then the second thing is this webhook URL, because I said we are going to be using a platform to work on to do the backend, right? To make it easy for us. So the backend platform is called make.com, right? So the make.com, this is how it looks, right? So in the next video, I'm going to show you, give you full details on this. But let's go back to the prompt. So I asked it to send the data to a make.com webhook for saving the leads, and you understand what I mean by this now. So if you come back here, it says let build and monetize simple web apps, and maybe after a user has gone through everything and I think they're okay with it, or let all after this come back and click on get instant access. So this automatically triggers this pop-up form where they can input their details. So all they have to do is input their details here. So let me put my details somewhere, right? And email. So let me put my email here. All right. So and then the WhatsApp that number that I want to use as a placeholder here. So when you're done with this, remember in the prompts we ask you to create an upsell page also, so that when user finish with the form, two things will happen. The first thing is it will send the information to the webhook URL we gave to it, which we collected from make.com, right? And then save this information there and then send them an email, right? So when you click on get free course, the second thing you need to do is it should take you to the upsell page that we ask you to do. So you can see this is the upsell page. Take your skills to the next level. Watch the video below to learn how to fast track your web application journey and so on and so forth. So this is the upsell. The heading, the text, and the video, and then the get premium perks, right? So this is the upsell. And then uh, after this, the thing we need to do is to actually send the information to the backend, which is the make.com, and follow these steps that we've created to send an email, right? To send an email uh, to the information that the user brought here. So let's actually check if the email was sent. So let's go to the homepage and check the inbox. Let's go to the promotion because I'm using the free version of that software, so it might not get into the inbox. So when check the promotion, let's reload this. Right. So it has dropped into the email. Check it, build and profit. Right. You can see you just made the best decision. I thank you for joining our free course on building web apps without coding. I'm excited to help you start. So stuff like that. To accelerate your progress, I prepared a comprehensive starter pack that includes premium templates that will save you hours of setup time, step-by-step guides to launching your first money-making web app, proven strategies for finding your first paying customers, right? Now click on get started now. So this is how it works in the backend. So, but the information also has been saved. So if you go to this profit, you can see that the information has just been added. Information just been added, right? The reason why it's not putting name here is because I already have the name and the email here already. So you can see the information was added now. So anytime a user comes to the platform, click on get instant access, fill in the form details will go to the make.com backend, which will process the information, will send it and save it into a spreadsheet, and also updates the spreadsheet immediately an email has been sent to tell you that, okay, this email was sent to this person, the welcome email was sent to this person. So I will check the spreadsheet and see the number of people that have actually submitted. So that's how the web application works.